Like, bro, she got a kid. Look at his back. Oh my god.
Yo, welcome back to another reaction. We're gonna be reacting to Joey Diaz. We all Me Too somebody.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by that. I mean, if you guys, but yeah, if y'all enjoying the reactions, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share though. It's the road to 1K. Joey Diaz is a savage, so you know it's gonna be funny as hell, man. Let's hop right into this reaction. Let's go.
The Joe Rogan experience.
So suck my dick. I'm gonna go up there and give you 150%.
Right.
But I'm gonna go up there and try new shit. Last night I was talking about that we've all as men at one time or another Me Too'd somebody. That's how you learn not to be a Me Too'er. Is by Me Too'ing somebody one time, and then you go, that wasn't right, and then I'll never Me Too again. For me,
That's
I was
a weird adjective.
Oh, and I started out with it. I opened up with it to really put myself in the fucking hole of debt. I might as well go out there with a
Is that an adverb? What is that?
Me Too'ing?
Is it a verb? Yeah. If you meet to somebody?
That'd be an adverb, yeah. It's like
yeah.
The only way you learn how to the only way you learn how to not be a Me Too'er is by Me Too'ing. You shoplifted candy when you were a kid, right?
Yes.
And your mother told you smacking, she goes, that's not right. Same thing with Me Too'ing. This LA is a fucking... Me Too was invented here. They fucked Marilyn Monroe to death. They fucked her to death. Her vaginal thing looked like fucking... that fucking embassy in Tehran, whatever they bombed.
What was that famous Fatty Arbuckle case? Where there was a...
What he did with Marilyn Monroe is horrible, bro. The Kennedy brothers, he used her up.
Bro?
The mob, everything, bro. I forgot, he's the one dude, he was talking to him on Valuetainment. You gotta react to some of his videos, the mob boss dude.
People out here.
Yeah.
This is, you know, between the Big Ron documentary, did you see that one?
I didn't see that.
That filthy fucking animal getting women to suck that fucking 90-degree weather 6 yoga session dick. That's just cruelty to animals. You could put you in jail for just sucking that dick. You know, Harvey, all that shit happens here. But as us, as men, we've all Me Too'd somebody when you were a kid by mistake. And for me, I was in love with this lady named Faye. She was 37, had big juicy tits. She'd wear hot pants. I was about 14. I had never even seen a vagina, no titties, nothing. And we used to play basketball, and our 2 dogs were blind. She had French poodles, and she had flip-flops, and she crossed the street. And she was so hot. She was 38, and she had a husband that was like 60. He would just barely be alive, like that dude from Texas that was fucking
J. Howard Marshall.
And he would watch her because he knew we were savage, so we were going to take her down. She had 2 daughters, and the daughters were badass. But one of my Goombas dated one of the daughters. I never told him. I was every time I played basketball, Faye would come on, the game would just stop. And she'd turn for us, and the sun would shine through her halter. Remember halter tops in the 70s? And she had real yummy titties with the nipples sticking up. And it drove me crazy. I was 13, 14. I lived through that. I'd see her in the winter with pants on. She looked delicious. And finally, summer of fucking 79, I'm getting all fucked up with some friends of mine. And we're drinking fucking nips. We snorted some angel dust. And we're listening to Led Zeppelin 2. If you're going to fuck anybody, Led Zeppelin 2 is the album to get you. It starts off with a whole lot of love. That just gets your hips moving. And then it goes into the Lemon song. And he's talking about squeeze me, baby, till the juice runs down my leg. I'm like, that's it. The juice is running down my leg tonight. My mother was a flower chick. She had flowers everywhere. I put on like a shirt. I swear to God, it had to be about that because she would walk the dog at night, but the husband was 60.
How old were you at the time?
15. The dog would sleep.
Talking about snoring angel dust? Yeah, I'm like, what?
So she would take the dogs out for the 10 o'clock. She would put them down, and, you know, they were kind of blind French poodles. And she would still wear the fucking, you know, the Dixie Doos. This is in the 70s before Daisy
came late.
Was invented. She already had the Daisy on with the shirt. And I remember being on that angel dust hiding in the weeds, like fucking, and with the flowers. I had flowers for her. I was going to bring her flowers.
That made up for the angel dust.
My plan was to attack her, like just jump her in the thing, throw her down, and give her the flowers. This is how crazy I was.
You were going to attack her?
Like I couldn't take it no more.
Oh my
like, I wanted to
god.
marry her. Like, that's how fucked up I was.
And you went on Angel Dust.
And I was on Angel Dust. It was whatever, THC crystal, call it what you want. It's animal tranquilizer, no matter how you look at it. And I remember that I ran up on her and she turned. And she goes,
He ran up on
her. And I just stopped and I go, Faye, I'm in love with you. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, Faye, I've been in love with you for 2 years. I want to run off with you. Fuck my mother. I'm like, let's get a job. Let's leave. Wow. And she's looking at me like I was retarded. Like, this kid is fucking snapped. And she goes, you've been drinking. I'm like, I still love you. Take the flowers. And she goes, I'll tell you what, if I divorce my husband, I'll consider it. And I was like, okay, I can live with that. Can I give you a kiss? And I kissed her on the cheek, and I could feel the heat going up my head. And finally, as I went to turn away, I looked at her legs. She had the juiciest legs in the world. And I go, can I touch your thigh? And she goes, go ahead, Joe Rogan. I touched like her kneecap. And my dick just exploded with sperm. I ran away like Steven Seagal. You ever see Steven Seagal run? He runs like a fucking retard with that little limp. You ever see Steven Seagal?
Got 2 tickets to paradise. Paradise. Back to back, we leave tonight. 2 tickets to paradise.
Oh man.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, bro, these dumb young talking about snorting angel dust.
Snorting angel dust.
Bro, them dudes in my old job, bro, they used to be in the back snorting rhino tranquilizer and they be, hey, bro, you want some? Like, no! I want some.
There ain't no way. There ain't no way.
Ketamine, that's what they call it. Oh, it's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, Joey Diaz is a savage, man.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, he's crazy.
You know, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I'm like, I can't believe he was snorting angel dust at like 14, 15. I'm like,
It's a different time.
he's done all this stuff.
He's from Boston.
Boston, that's how it was in Boston at that
It's a
time.
different time. But yeah, if you enjoyed the reaction, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. It's the road to 1K.
See you next time, RBB. Peace.
Yep.